Today we are going to be scaling Naruto to low multiversal.
Did you just talk out your ass?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just debunk this.
To start off this skill, the official Viz translation of the manga refers to Kaguya's dimensions as space-time. Essentially, a space-time is an area in which time and space have combined into one, a four-dimensional space-time, meaning Kaguya's dimensions are 4D.
Oh my god. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass.
So you're asserting that since Kaguya was able to make something that's 4D, that automatically makes her universal, which I don't even believe that she created her dimensions, but we'll get into that later. Anyway, let me explain to you why even if she did create them, she wouldn't be universal automatically. This is Nav from Hunter x Hunter. He can make a fourth dimensional mansion. So now does that make him universal level? No. And do you want to know why? Because you would have to prove that the size of the dimensions are infinite. Meaning you would have to show me a panel of a reliable source saying that it's infinite, or show that it has countless galaxies. Until then, it's just not infinite. Also, since I said that, you're probably going to use the Sasuke statement, which is a clear hyperbole. Also, the databook proves that it's just a swap technique. So the reason that he couldn't transport between dimensions isn't because the space between them is infinite, it's because he has nothing to look at to swap with.
Now why would Kaguya scale to these dimensions? In this page in databook number 4, it states two things: that she created her dimensions and she has 5 of them.
Your family gave up on you, nigga.
Okay, so here's my contentions with the fact that it says she created her dimensions. You notice how every time somebody is talking about this feat, they always read that little sidebar with the bold words? Which, first of all, headlines in the real world are proven to be factually inaccurate all the time, and they more often than not contain hyperbole. They're just attention-grabbing titles, that's all they're meant to be. You're not supposed to take them as serious. And what do you know, it works the same exact way in the Naruto verse. But let me show you a few examples. So do you guys remember Tamari? Yeah, universal. You know how I know? It says up top that she can blow the entire universe away. But don't you dare go thinking that she's the strongest in the verse. Because this guy right here, his strength is unrivaled. He's the strongest in the verse, apparently. Let's not even talk about how strong this attack is. Turns all things into ashes. All things. Wouldn't that include Amaterasu? Oh, I'm sorry. Apparently, according to the data book, there's no use arguing about it. It just turns everything to ash. You see how absolutely dumb these headlines sound when you take them too literally? So, now that I've proven that the title is just a hyperbole, what does the body paragraph say? Well, I translated it. And it says, a jutsu by Kaguya with her Rin Sharingan changes the world around her and the people around her into another dimension. The dimensions she can move to are ones of lava, ice, gravity, sand, and acid. When it says move to, that sounds more like a teleportation technique rather than universe creation. And that's further supported by how it's shown in the anime. Side note, this last clip proves that Kaguya doesn't scale to her dimensions. And that's of course because she never created them, she just transports between them. A lot of people like to say that since they're hers, that she created them, which is inaccurate on so many levels. I can buy a ball and that ball would be mine, but that doesn't mean that I created the ball. This makes sense because we know Otsutsuki members travel from planet to planet, meaning Kaguya could have just found this planet during her travels and thought it would be useful to transport to. So no, she didn't create it, but it is still hers.
Continue with the scale. Since she created 5 spacetimes, this put Kaguya around low multiversal on character stats and profiles wiki.
How do you function?
Yeah, I just debunked all that, but even if we are asserting that she created them, you still have to prove that they're infinite before it's a universal feat, let alone a multiversal feat.
You should know by now that characters' AP scales to their durability, meaning in order to cut Kaguya, you must be low multi. And in this panel right here, we see Kaguya getting her arm cut off by Naruto, which means Naruto must have low multi AP.
First of all, again, it's not universal AP. I think it's kind of funny how you decided to show the one panel where Naruto was actually able to hurt Kaguya, but you left out the literally 20 panels proving that Naruto doesn't scale to Kaguya. So you not showing all this would be a cherry-picking fallacy. And Naruto hurting Kaguya would be an outlier. But yeah, that's just my take. Let me know what y'all think in the comments.